Hello, hello. You're probably wondering why I've got this stuff out. Well, obviously, I'm going to teach you some quick fire tips on how to start diamond painting. Because if you're here, I've most likely converted you to the dark side about diamond painting. So, what you will need is a diamond painting. Um, you can get these kits off basically anywhere. AliExpress, Wish, um, any like craft sites, Hobbycraft. I think in America, Diamond Dots is in Michaels, but I'm not American, as you can tell by my voice, so I have no idea what goes on over there. In this kit, the stuff you get from these kits are quite universal wherever you get them from. So what you'll get is your diamond painting canvas, a tray like this, a pen, your beads. They will not come in this plastic case because that's external organisation I bought off Amazon, but they will come probably in this type of stuff or in these bags. And in some kits you will receive these bags to put these stuff in, or the beads, they're called drills, will come in this already, so you don't need to do any external storage like this, because you can't store your beads in this. There's no resealable option. And if you're in a fancy pants kit, you might get some tweezers. It depends whether you get what type of pen you get. I bought these pens off Amazon in a diamond painting storage kit, accessory kit, for about a tenner, but this is the pen I got from the Diamond Dots kit. It comes with just a single placer where you place your dots, your drills with, and one of these like fancy hand grip things to make sure you don't cramp up, because this gets quite tiring after a while if you don't handle it properly. Anyway, let's get on to the canvas. So this is your diamond painting canvas. Obviously, you probably don't have the same kit as me, so this is going to look different to the kit that you have bought. However, what's universal is this thing. This film can either be transparent or opaque, and it can either come as one whole piece like mine did. I had to cut it up separately to make sure like I don't get my wrists and all that all sticky, because this is very sticky to obviously glue the dots down. So what's in a canvas, you may ask? So in a lot of canvases we have the key. If the saturate the brightness goes down a bit, you have the key of what symbol denotes to what colour, and obviously what's on your beads as well. So this is A31, so that's A31. And you look at this symbol, it's a little T symbol, you definitely can't see that, but if you can see, there's T symbols, so that denotes I have to use that 31 colour on this area. Quite simple, eh? So how does this go to, this area? First of all, you will need to peel the film off, right? Make sure that you don't have sleeves, so just use your hands. And with the pen that you have received, you also receive some wax. So this wax can come in many different forms. However, it's labelled pink wax because it's pink, if you can see that, if that ever zooms in. So in the accessory kit I bought, I got quite a lot of wax, right? All kind of looks like they all melted together. But if in your kit you probably only get 1 or 2 squares. So with this square, there are 2 plastic like things, because it's quite sticky. Otherwise you don't want to get that in a mess. So you peel these 2 off, these 2 plastic sheets, keep them, don't chuck them away yet. And with your pen, inside of the pen there's just like a hollow hole that you use, and don't worry, I'm doing this on the thing. You press it down, creating a hole. You ideally want to do this on a flat surface, so do that, and I kind of just press it away, and that leaves some pink wax inside of this hole, and that is required for you to stick these beads down and press them down here. That's quite easy. However, if in your kit you get a pen that looks like this, there's a weird stuff on the end. This is called a multi-placer, and this can place multiple beads at the same time. I would suggest you start out ideally with this first, because it kind of trains you up and trains your hands and your dexterity up to ensure you place them in the right place. And then once you feel comfortable enough, you can just like whack them down multiple at a time. It really depends how you work. I very much prefer the multiple places. You can get them in places of 3 beads, 3 drills, 6 drills, and I have one that places 9 somewhere, but I don't know where that is. So yeah, when you do that, you finish your wax and put the plastic bit together, because you don't want them to say hello and make friends with the other bits of wax. Put that away. So you've got your pink stuff in your pen. What on earth do you do next? Well, say for example you've pressed open a section of the canvas. I would very much suggest you do this if it opens all at once. Cut it up. Maybe if you've got some washi tape, stick it down like that. You don't really need to when you're starting out, because there is more sticky glue canvas than there are beads, because obviously with the beads it's not gonna the film isn't gonna stick anymore. Start out with a little section and look at what colours are most common here, or if you want to be thorough, you can just start with the first colour. So the first colour is A01, which is black for this. So in this case I have the number 1, and when I open these bead packets I haphazardly put them all up in here, which yeah, I created a mess quite a few times, but we don't want to talk about that, do we? So we would open up 1 and pour it out onto these trays that you receive. I, however, took a page out of Blue Peter and done something earlier. So with these trays, you put the drill bits in and you shake it about. Be very gentle, and I would suggest you do this on a flat surface and just kind of shake it all about, do the hokey cokey, and you turn around. That's what it's all about. And don't go too hard-handed with this, because your beads will go everywhere. But you look and you see they're all sorted out, face side up that you need it to be, and quite neat and organised. This is a funky magic trick that ensures that you can, with your pen, hold it like you hold a normal bloody pen. I don't need to tell you how to hold a fucking pen, do I? Stick that down, and obviously my webcam can't pick this up, but I have one single bead picked up. So the bead I have at the moment is the T bead, which is A21, and there's quite a few here because it's the colour of the trees. So what I do is literally just stick that down. That's it. That's how you diamond paint. Really simple, really simple. So you would do that until in your section that colour is filled up, or until you want to have a rest. Make sure you have frequent breaks and stuff, because I'm not in the most ergonomic setup and my neck's been fucking killing me. So that's not very nice for my neck and for my health. But you know what? Fuck it. I want to do these diamond paintings. One issue you might come in across, I'm using these tweezers right now to align these drill bits, but also to remove. It's okay if you get in the wrong place, but I think tweezers, any tweezer will do. These are really sharp tweezers, but I have a drill bit here which I can't pick this up, but there's a hole in it. So these are 40 drill bits, because obviously when you're manufacturing these, they're cheap as chips, and something is gonna go wrong. I'm not gonna use that. If you're with a decent diamond painting company, they're gonna supply more beads than you need for your canvas. Around I see like kind of the average is 20%, 30% extra, and I'm definitely seeing with diamond dots, at least with this painting, they have supplied me with extra, which is really good because I've been spilling them fucking everywhere. So with that, I can chuck that away, but using tweezers and all that, and also it's not really suggested, but if I misalign this bead up, I can just give it a gentle nudge. Do not, like, if you want to fucking attack something, do needle felt in. That's the best craft thing you can do if you want to attack. Diamond painting is not about that life. Just press it down gently, you know? Gently. Hear a pop? Sometimes you can get a really nice sound out of it. A lot of people enjoy that. I'm not about that life, but I am about completing this to a decent standard, and I don't want these drills to pop, and popping is an issue that some canvases have, and you might run into it where you press something down and you know you wake up next day, or you go to the project next day and it's not there. It popped, basically. It popped out of its place. You can see where the drill went and pop it back. Make sure you press it down. You know, press it down. I like to do, after I've done a section, I just kind of press it down like that. Oh fuck, I'd spilled the fucking thing. Right, I'm going to take this as a learning opportunity. I spilled my bloody beads, but this is most definitely going to be a problem that you're going to come across. You know, nobody's perfect. Hannah Montana said that, and that is my life mantra. One thing is amazing is your fingers. Your fingers are going to be your mop. How do you pick these beads up and put them back into the tray? You just use your fingers. Use them. Use your fingers, you know? I would suggest I think the most useful thing I've had actually is my nails. I don't have nails, and obviously you probably don't have nails done because we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. However, growing one out can be really useful if some of your beads are in the wrong place and they've accidentally stuck to the glue, and we're getting to that in a minute because I can see there's some beads that have been stuck on the glue, and I wouldn't suggest pressing your finger down on these bits of beads because you're just going to be asking for trouble. So I'm just mopping these up and doing this. So we've got to the point that our beads that are left, that are spilt, are on the glue. So I can get my tweezers, or I can just use my nails. I don't really have long nails, but I can just scoop them up. If you don't have nails, then I would suggest getting some tweezers. You can buy them off Amazon, well cheap. If you bought more than one canvas, I would actually suggest getting one of those like diamond painting accessory kits. I got one off Amazon. I'm sure there's other sites that you can use, like eBay or something, and buy some accessory kits there. But now that I've mopped these beads up, I can continue on my way and press down and ensure I don't spill my beads again. But don't worry if your beads spill, that will happen. It's just accepting the fact that it's going to happen eventually. But I can get back to my day. I can press these down, make sure I fill them up. In between, so if there's a space that is covered on all 8 sections, I'm gonna wait until I hear a click, because that is my auditory cue that this bead has stuck down on the glue. Because sometimes if you don't press hard enough with quite closed quarters, it might risk popping, and we don't want that. And one tip, after you've done all of this, you know, you finished the area, congrats, proud of you, you can remove this. I'm personally not going to, because if in the case a bead pops, it's not going to go everywhere. It's not going to like fly to Timbuktu. It's just going to be under this film. So if that does pop, I know it will be there and I can just place it back down. And then I can remove it after I'm done with this thing, or I can roll it back up. So that's how you place diamond painting stuff down. That's how you clean up your diamond painting. What do you do for storage? So you can roll this up very gently. I would not roll it tight because it's going to risk hurting the painting. You can either roll it outwards or inwards, but I would suggest when you get your diamond painting, keep the packet, because that's probably going to be the best place to store your diamond painting afterwards, if you're not going to frame it, or if you're not going to do anything fancy with it, like put it up on a board. And I don't know how to do that stuff. Go look on YouTube somewhere else. However, with these diamond paintings, they are very relaxing to do, so I would suggest have something on your Netflix, or listen to some music, watch some YouTube, maybe some audiobooks, because with this you're obviously going to be looking at your canvas. One thing I would definitely suggest if you're more of a night owl or you live in a dark, dungy dungeon, get a light. Get a light. Absolutely, it's a must. A lot of diamond painters have a light pad. I don't have a light pad. I'm not that sophisticated, but I personally do not have a problem yet with eye strain, because these symbols, although I do get a couple of them mixed up from time to time, I can still see them. And especially with like the additional light I have, it's just a light. It's adjustable. I got it off Amazon, a couple of years ago for like a tenner. You can get that, or just use your room light, or work on it on the day. One thing I would definitely suggest: do not work on this on a bumpy surface. You're not gonna get even stick down. You're not gonna it's gonna be way more pain for you to not do this on a flat surface. What can you do for a flat surface? If you're hunching your back over trying to do this, try and be as ergonomic as possible. If you've got like a high table, do it there. But you could get a flat surface, like a flat book. This helps if you have a smaller canvas than this, because there is no big that's this big, But, you can get cardboard, you can get, a book, a flat wooden surface, an artist easel. Just do anything that will make you comfortable to be able to do this for long periods of time if you get hit by the diamond painting bug. But yeah, it's just simple tips that I think you'll be able to have, when you get your diamond painting canvas eventually. I'm not an expert in this. I didn't say I was, but these are the stuff that helps me do my diamond painting, and hopefully you have good finished results, and I would love to see what you come out with. Anyway, peace.